Okay, good evening, everybody. We're going to go ahead and begin. So, I get to go first. I just want to say welcome to Georgia and Eastern. So, yeah, welcome to Target 3328, Georgia and Eastern. We're here in Shepherd Park. We're here in Washington, D.C., and we are excited about it. I want to say a couple things. One, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to my team that is here, that we've assembled and we helped create this store. Thank you to the wider partners in Target that have helped me along the way in opening this store. But I think the main thing I want to say is this, right? The store it's a beautiful structure. You look around and it really captures your eye. But the store is more than that, right? It's more than the ceiling. It's more than the mannequins. It's more than the products we sell. And we sell amazing things at Target. But the one thing that's even better than the amazing things we have at Target is the people we have at Target. And to me, that is what this store is. The store is the people. And I'm just very blessed to work with the people that we've assembled here. And bringing that out forward, I'm very blessed to be in this neighborhood and in this community, because this store has a special mission. We're a neighborhood store. We're your neighborhood Target. And to me, that's pretty special. Meeting the business leaders in this community, meeting community leaders, meeting the pastors and the rabbis of the synagogues around. To me, that is very important, because this store has a mission to be a part of this community, to contribute to this community. And we're going to kick that off April 26th at Whittier School. We're going to be building an outdoor lab. Super excited about that. But at the end of the day, it's about people and this team, the community, and this team here. And the sky's the limit. So thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to Laisha for coming, the mayor for coming. Thank you so much. Councilman Brandon Todd, thank you so much for coming. Naima Jefferson, thank you also for coming. It's an honor to have you here. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Naima Jefferson, and she's our neighbor. And she's also the president of the Shepherd Park Community Association. So, Naima.
Thank you, Steve. I put together a couple of remarks for you. Good evening. As he said, my name is Naima Jefferson, and I'm the president of the Shepherd Park Citizens Association. Our community comprises of over 1,700 households and businesses in the Shepherd Park, Colonial Village, North Portal Estates, and Walter Reed. And I tell everyone, and everyone that's seen me at community meetings and even at the council, that we are the best neighborhood in the District of Columbia. Being the best also means that we are sometimes the first in all of what we do. We were the first community to intentionally integrate in America, and we honor that history, and we celebrate this Target store as being a part of our community's history going forward. Now, a wise woman once said that the past changes a little every time we retell it. So while both locations are opening on April 7th, the Cleveland Park store and the Georgia Eastern, I'm going to be the first to say that this is the first small format Target store in the District of Columbia. It is no accident that the Target Corporation has selected the Upper Georgia Avenue Gateway as its entry point for its small store format into the District of Columbia. Therefore, on behalf of our community and the residents of Ward 4, we would like to welcome the very first small format Target store to the district. Our organization's vision is to serve as a catalyst for a vibrant community. We are an evolving community that has high expectations and hopes. This aligns with the Target Corporation's innovation and exceptional values of delivering outstanding service and exceptional guest experiences. We are happy that a corporation that demonstrates a commitment to corporate social responsibility, ethical business practices, and generous community support has selected our neighborhood to have its first small format store in the District of Columbia. Last but not least of all, our community would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to the Douglas Development Corporation and the Target Stores Director, Steve Perinconi, for their hard work and effort in making this happen and working so closely with the neighbors. I happen to be the most immediate residential neighbor, as well as the neighbors on our block and the broader community to ensure that we are on track of having the highest performing small store format Target in America. Thank you and welcome again.
I was going to introduce you.
You don't need to do that. Well, thank you, Naima. Naima and I were talking and realized that we're sorors, both AKAs, so we have lots of things to bond over after this. Well, welcome, everyone. I'm really excited to be here and excited to celebrate the opening of this store. A special thank you again to Naima, to Mayor Bowser, Councilmember Todd, other leaders from the community, and of course the incredible members of the Target team who have worked tirelessly to bring this store to life. And I hope that you can tell from the energy and passion that you saw exuding from Steve that this is, I think, the best team in retail, a team that is truly the heart and soul of our company. This is what it's all about, being a part of the community and being a part of the neighborhood. You know, what's really important for us as we open a store to be listening, learning, and co-creating with our guests and the community that we serve. And so as we open this store, through our hiring practices, as we're thinking about our product assortment and services, we have been listening to the community. And I've heard wonderful stories throughout this process, including from Naima today, times when members of the community have come in and shared a point of view about a product that they thought they needed here, or a service like bike racks in the back of the parking lot. And Steve has been able to listen and bring those insights back to our broader team, and we've been able to incorporate those insights into what you see today. And we want to continue to do that. Continue to listen, learn, and co-create with you. This is only the beginning of our relationship. And so we really look forward to building on the success of this store opening. You know, I'm really excited about this for many reasons. It's not only the first small format store to open in the District of Columbia here at Shepherd Park, and yes, there is another one opening in Cleveland Park today, but it's really an expansion of a partnership that's been going on for over a decade. When we first opened our store in Columbia Heights, believe it or not, I've been around long enough that I was a part of the opening of that store quite some time ago, and it is still thriving. And so we're really excited that we're able to build on the success of that first store, but now have 2 additional stores in the district. And what's really amazing about that is we want to continue to grow in DC. Right, to continue to ensure that your shopping experience is one that is local and a part of the neighborhood, as Steve articulated, but that it's easy for you, that it's convenient, that it is a store that really provides inspiration, is welcoming for you and makes you feel like you're coming home, right, that it is truly a part of your neighborhood, and that it's affordable. Right? We really know that it's important for it to be well-designed, quality product that is affordable for our guests. And so you'll see that here. In addition to that investment, we will continue to invest, as Steve shared, in making this neighborhood strong. I'm really proud of this local team who has done so many amazing things already, including last year donating over 8,500 volunteer hours to lots of community projects throughout the district. They've also donated over 320,000 pounds of food, an amazing, amazing amount, and we know what hunger insecurity means for families. And To build on that, they have contributed over $2.1 million in contributions to a wide variety of community organizations right here in the district, right? Right here. And so many of those efforts are led by, designed by, executed by our local team members, all these amazing leaders that you see around you in the red and khaki or in red and jeans, because they did so well last year, delivering results for the company. They can wear red and khaki or red and jeans. But they live and work and are part of this community. It's a fun fact that I think it's important for you to know as well, that we do our best to hire locally as well. We want to make sure that we're providing jobs for people who live in the community. And so at each of the stores, we've hired over 100 team members, most of whom live right in the community. Many folks who are working here, Steve shared with me, can actually walk or bike or skateboard to work. And we think that's really important too, and also builds a sense of community and safety and presence here that we think is incredibly important. So this is the beginning, right? It's really the beginning of what we know will be an ongoing partnership. Today is about celebrating not only Shepherd Park, but Cleveland Park. And we will be opening 2 additional stores in the district next year. So when I say it's the beginning, we mean that it's the beginning. And we hope in partnership with you, Mayor Bowser, with other members of the City Council, with leaders like you, Naima, the pastor and the rabbi that you mentioned, and so many others, that we'll continue to focus on our shared success and our shared prosperity. You know, my great-great-grandma used to say there are a few things in life you do well by yourself, and I think this is a phenomenal example of what it means to have all hands come together to create something that is truly special. So in that spirit, welcome home, and we look forward to seeing you here for years to come.
And now I would like to introduce Councilmember Brandon Todd. He's the Ward 4 council member. So good to have you here.
Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to your new Shepherd Park Target. Let's hear it for the new Shepherd Park Target. I couldn't be more thrilled, and I want to thank you, President Jefferson, for stating a fact that Ward 4 is usually first in everything we do. So let's hear it for opening the first small format Target in the District of Columbia right here in Shepherd Park. And thank you, Mayor, for your commitment to Ward 4 and Upper Georgia Avenue. And thank you, Target. And Steve, and I know we'll be fast friends because my constituents expect the very best. And I know that you're committed to giving us the very best in Ward 4. But I'm just so thrilled about Target's investment in Upper Georgia Avenue. When you look at this corridor, it's a very historic corridor. And we're seeing a huge investment at Walter Reed from the District of Columbia. And we're seeing huge investments up and down Georgia Avenue, but this Target is a signal that Ward 4 and Upper Georgia Avenue is open for business. I couldn't think, let's give being open for business a big round of applause. I couldn't think of a better gateway to come down from Silver Spring to enter the District of Columbia than a bright, new, welcoming place where people can get a job, people can get goods and services for their home, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh meats, a CVS pharmacy. You can get your cosmetics, you can come and get a beach towel, you name it, you'll be able to come to this Target and get it. And I'm hopeful that the opening of this Target, the investment that we're making in Upper Georgia Avenue, will send a strong and clear signal to everybody else that this is the place to be. I know it, Mayor Bowser knows it, clearly Target knows it, and we want to send that message. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I look forward to shopping here. I know that residents of Ward 4 look forward to shopping here. So let's go, and thank you for noting that we're the first in everything we do, Madam President. And now I want to invite our fearless leader of the District of Columbia, the Honorable Mayor Muriel Bowser. Let's give our mayor a big round of applause.
Thank you. Well, good evening, everybody. And I am just delighted to be here to celebrate with Shepherd Park, with Ward 4, with the team from Target, our local team and our Minneapolis team. Thank you for all that you have done to open a beautiful, as the council member said, bright store. And I want to just pause for a moment and thank Councilmember Todd for his leadership. I know for sure that I worked for almost 8 years to get something new on this corner, and Brandon Todd delivered it. Thank you, Councilmember, for making sure that the residents of Ward 4 are getting what they need. And Madam President, I want to thank you, too, for representing our neighborhood. This is where I live, so now this is my Target. And the last time I went to Target, I had to go to Prince George's Plaza. No more, because we're right here with our own Target store. And what this means for us, indeed, it sends a signal that Georgia Avenue and Upper Georgia Avenue specifically needs new investment and new retail options to join a lot of small retailers that have made it work somehow, some way for the last many years. And bringing more people to this corridor not only helps Target in the immediate area, it helps the entire Upper Georgia Avenue corridor. I am thrilled to learn that 100 people between this store and Cleveland Park are new employees of Target and new taxpayers for the district. So we're very happy to hear that as well. So I just wanted to really come and celebrate with you. I know that this will be a very successful store for you. What happens with a lot of retailers, so retail must be a really tough business because they agonize over decisions on where to open. And what a lot of retailers have found is they fret over it, they finally decide, and then they end up with stores that are their number one performing stores in the whole system. Ask Costco. And I know that every time I go on the Target in Columbia Heights, I'm thrilled to see so many neighbors there. So I have no doubt that not only will you capture, and I'm sure this played into your decision, a lot of people from this neighborhood, but what we started to change maybe 5 or 6 years ago, Washington, D.C. used to bleed $1 billion worth of retail to our neighbors in Maryland and Virginia every year. And now we have turned the tide where our neighbors from Maryland and Virginia are coming into the district to do their shopping and dining. So I'm very, very proud today and happy to help you celebrate. And I look forward to seeing you at our Target. Thank you. And then I think we're going to cut the ribbon. Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser. Yeah, I think we should.
Careful. Thank you. Very low. No, it's going to be a big problem. There.
Hey, little one. Oh, we got a little one. Can you help BBS? Can you help? All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!